Hi, my name is Carmen Kwolchuk, and I'm the owner of Elevated Experience Camping here down at Wiley West in Brazeau County near Drayton Valley, rural Alberta. I'm here, with Aidan. He is one of my crew members from 2025 that's helping us finish cleaning up the campground and getting some new and exciting things together for 2026. Welcome, Aidan.
Hello.
So today we thought we'd talk about everybody's favorite topic, the top 10 camping etiquette tips. We thought this was a great topic to cover because as you're looking for your camping needs and supplies and what you want to do in 2026, it's always good to know what makes you that great camper that people want to camp with. So take it away, Aidan. What's the first etiquette tip?
So first we got leave no trace.
Right? Leave no trace. You should always leave a campground, whether you're doing crown land in a campsite, somebody's acreage, doesn't really matter. You're supposed to leave no trace. So that means it should look exactly how it did when you arrived. And I can tell you that is a misconception in a campground for sure. We have tons of people, and Aidan can attest to this, that unfortunately will leave garbage behind, will leave stuff in the fire pits, and they're quite upset when we kind of bring it to their attention because they're like, it was close enough. And when you're dealing with wildlife, close enough isn't good enough. It is leave no trace. That is the number one golden rule of camping, because anything you leave changes the wildlife's environment. It changes how they eat, how they navigate through their life, because we have introduced human life to them and we have not corrected that when we leave. So yes, leave no trace is definitely paramount, and we definitely take it serious down here, especially because we're in a provincial park. So part of our goal and part of our expectation and part of our obligation is to preserve both wildlife and the nature and everything that is natural to this environment. We need to make sure we are doing our best to make sure it's preserved. What's number 2?
Keep the campsite clean.
Seems simple enough. So what it means by keeping the campsite clean is, again, that same thing. You don't leave garbage around. You don't eat lunch, leave your condiments on the picnic table and then go for a walk or go to the park with the kids, or it's hot out so you go to the river. Again, you clean up your campsite after every activity you do in it. We don't leave stuff, a bad culprit, and we actually don't sell them at Elevated Experience Camping. Of course, people bring them. Sunflower seeds, throwing them on the ground, not okay. Cigarette butts, another one. Clean up after yourself. Make sure your campsite is clean. Because again, what people often forget is they think, Friday, Saturday, they're like, oh, I'll clean up Sunday morning when we leave. But then Sunday morning, it's pouring out and it's only 5 degrees outside. You're not going around to clean that up. So clean as you go. It's the rule of thumb. Number 3.
Respect quiet hours.
Yes, respect quiet hours. Again, we know you're out relaxing and enjoying life, which we absolutely want you to do. But really around that 10:30, quarter to 11 mark, change your atmosphere so that at 11 o'clock, if you so choose to still stay up, which we absolutely have no problem with doing, make sure that you're doing it in a respectful way to your neighbors. Also, when it comes to respecting quiet time, it's respecting how many people should be in a campsite. So here at Elevated Experience Camping, a max of 8 people can be in a campsite, because sometimes people are upset. They're like, we weren't that loud. And to be honest, they probably weren't. There was just too many people in the campsite, so it elevated the amount of noise coming out of it. So be mindful of that too, that when it says respect quiet time hours, that also includes how many people could be in a campsite at one time. Number 4.
Next we got don't cut through campsites.
Yes, don't cut through campsites. I know, oh my goodness, that urge came and I have to take a jaunt to the washroom or the outhouse. And I realized that I'm farther away from it than I had anticipated. We have here at Wiley West Campground, we have over 10 outhouses throughout the campground, as well as a shower house and flushable toilets. And there's a lot of side paths that are all on the map that you get when you come into the campground. Utilize that, because regardless of what your business is, needing the washroom, it is not okay to go through somebody else's campsite. A, you don't know what they're doing. B, you don't know their animals if they have some. You don't know the environment you're walking into, and it's just, it's not it's an invasion of privacy for some people. So really, and not only as adults we need to do that, we need to teach our children that, because often children just will be like, I'm running to the playground, and they'll cut through wherever they don't see people, even though there's a full camp RV there and chairs there, but the people might not be in the campsite. And then it becomes quickly a habitual habit for the weekend. Next one.
Yeah, next we got be mindful of your campfire.
Yes. Again, if you're not using a propane campfire, campfires can get out of control very easily, especially even though they're in the drums. Again, you don't want it too high. You want to make sure that it's not coming out the holes at the bottom. To catch on fire of the grass, you want to make sure that you're putting the right firewood in it. And that's why we don't allow outside firewood into the campground, is because it's uncontrolled for us. The firewood that is sold with us is approved through Alberta Parks, Brazeau County, and is controlled and regulated. Anything that is brought in is not. Another great example is people will burn, which is actually up to a $10,000 fine, trees that have fallen in our beautiful provincial park here. And again, by the bylaw, in Brazeau County and with Alberta Parks, wood can be only a certain length that can be burnt in these fire pits. So again, really important to pay attention to your fire. And you don't need it high, because it only takes one spark to have things go sideways very quickly. Next one.
Next we got don't move firewood.
And that's speaking to what I just sort of said, is again, the firewood, we will deliver it right to your site. We'll put it where it's greatly needed. Obviously, if you need to tarp it, go ahead. If you want to move it under your picnic table, we're fine with that. But we don't need you moving firewood. We don't need you grabbing stuff from the forest. Anything, people get the misconception, if it's on the ground, you can move it. That's actually not. From March 15th till October 15th, the law, so anywhere in a provincial park, including us, cannot move any vegetation, dead trees, fallen trees, anything, because of the rule of bird migration and just interrupting nests of wildlife. So that is a rule even for us. So keep in mind, you don't move the firewood around. You don't touch stuff that is in the campground, even though it seems desirable. Next one.
Don't wash your dishes in the bathroom.
I know some of you are going like, who washes their dishes in the bathroom? And I have to tell you, it happens a lot. So tenters, when you're tenting, especially tenters, because it's typically tenters that do this, you can't wash your dishes in a bathroom because it's unhygienic. Additionally, you can't wash your dishes in the public areas in the campground. This year we had quite a few times where we had people that would come up to the front of the office or in front of the ice cream parlor and decide to wash their dishes. Nobody wants to walk through your soapy, food-driven water, and nobody wants to watch it, right? So make sure you do bring a basin. We do also have basins we can lend out to you. Again, though, we're not supplying hot water. We're not boiling your water for you. We're not doing any of that. As a camper, you are responsible to bring the essentials you need. That is not a responsibility on us, although we do offer basins. But it is a hygienic issue. Alberta Health Services prohibits people to wash their dishes in the bathrooms or in the common areas outside in the campground. Next one.
We got line your lights at night.
Yes. So obviously lots of people like to put up lights on their awnings, and that's really not a problem because it's very similar to Christmas lights at Christmas time. But again, if you're going around with a flashlight or in your site, you have some people bring out the big, like tool lights and stuff like that. Absolutely. But just be mindful of where you have it focused to so that it's like in your campsite. It's not like going over top of your trailer into the next person, or, you have it beaming on this area and there's a camper behind you. Just be mindful of where your lights are. Same as if you take a very powerful flashlight and you're walking through the campground and you hear something. You don't beam it in somebody's eyes for a long time to figure out what they're doing. You realize, oh, there's a person walking. You continue on your way. Next one.
Next, we got, I believe this one's also a bylaw. Keep your pets on a leash and clean up after them.
Absolutely is a bylaw with both, it's bylaw just about anywhere, but Alberta Parks and Brazeau County. Your your dog must be on a leash at all times. And I know we all say, my dog would never attack. They're kind, all that. And probably true. We believe that of our animals, true or false. The difference is you do not know the experience of the other dog coming up to your dog. You don't know if they're in distress, if they're happy. You have no idea, because based on animals are just like humans. Often our reactions to situations are because of the behavior or the emotion of the person we're interacting with. Same with dogs. So even though your dog is a well-adjusted, great dog, if it comes up on a dog in distress, that may change its normal behavior. And that is why you keep them on leashes. And unfortunately, the way bylaw works is if we do find a dog off leash, there is a fine for it. It's a safety issue. It's a safety issue for customers. It's a safety issue for the dogs. I'll tell you, unfortunately, in my 6 years here, I've had 3 people attacked by dogs. Thankfully, not too terrible. And I've had 7 dog fights. So again, that's too many in my book. I shouldn't have any, or maybe an anomaly here or there. But so it does happen. Last one.
Last one we got is meet your neighbors.
Yes. We come camping to relax and that, but here's the cool thing about camping. When people camp, we tend to relax, be a little bit more laid back, be a little bit more friendly, be a little bit more adventurous. Get to know your neighbors. Not saying invite them over for supper and have a 4-hour night with them, but introduce yourself, say hi, have a bit of small chat. And here's the reason why. Your neighbors camping are your best allies, because when you go to make your coffee the next morning and you're like, shoot, we forgot the sugar. Do you know who your best defense is instead of having to drive into Drayton Valley is? Your neighbor. People when they're camping will always help you out. You will always find somebody in the campground that will help you out. So again, when you meet people, those little nuances that we always forget, there's a good chance somebody in your close proximity will have it and be more than willing to give it to you. And then one that's not on here, but I am going to add, and it'll be my last camping etiquette, is teach your children to be mindful of the other campers in the campground. I know that when we as parents go camping, we're like, we get to relax, sit by the fire. Our kids can go play at the park. They can rent the pedal bikes, but make sure they're mindful of, again, paying attention to vehicles and traffic laws, as in, pedestrians, that they're not cutting people off, that you know where your kids are, that they understand they should not be at the river without an adult present. Because sadly, unfortunately, my crew members and myself do a lot of navigating children out of situations where they shouldn't be doing these things, and the parents are nowhere to be found, seen, or had never even thought to talk to their kids about how they as children should have proper camping etiquette. So that is what I got. Sound all good, Aiden? You agree with it all?
Well, sometimes though it is the parents.
True fact it is. All right, again, my name is Carmen Kowalczyk. I'm the owner of Elevated Experience Camping and the operator of Wiley West Campground here in Drayton Valley, Central Alberta. Reservations for 2026 start January 12th, 9 a.m. We open April 30th, 3 p.m. And we will go through till October 4th of 2026. If you have any questions or inquiries, please email us at info@elevatedexperiencecamping.com. Thank you so much. Happy camping. Bye-bye.